He never left, a true horror you'll never forget. Subscribe to Storybox for more terrifying tales if you dare. People always ask why I sleep with the lights on. Some think it's a quirky habit. Others assume it's trauma. No one ever pushes too hard for the answer, and I'm grateful for that. Because when I do tell the story, everything changes. The way they look at me like I'm broken, or worse, like I'm lying, but I know what happened, I know what I saw. And worst of all, I know what I felt. It began on a quiet Thursday night in March, 2 years ago. I had just moved into a cozy one-bedroom apartment in an older building on the outskirts of town. Cheap rent, peaceful neighbors, and a charming brick exterior. It felt like the solitude I'd been craving. For 2 weeks, life was perfect. Work, dinner, walks under the moonlight and books in bed. Peaceful, safe. Then the scratching began. It was soft at first, barely noticeable. Just a light scrape against the second-floor bedroom window. I blamed a tree branch swaying in the wind. But night after night, the same slow, deliberate scratching returned. Almost like someone was drawing on the glass. I looked. There was nothing. No branch, no bird. Just the ghost of my own reflection in the dark glass. I convinced myself it was nothing. Imagination, old pipes, a mouse in the walls. I lied to myself until the lie no longer held, because on the fourth night, the scratching stopped. And that's when the real fear began. I locked every door and window, wedged a chair beneath the doorknob, took every precaution. And then sometime after 2 a.m., I woke up to breathing, not mine. Heavy, wet, just inches from my face. I bolted upright. The room was empty, but the air wasn't. It was thick, charged, like something had just left, but its presence still lingered. That was the beginning of the unraveling. A few nights later, after a late shower, I stepped out to find wet footprints on the bathroom tile. Large bare footprints leading from the door to the tub. The door I know I closed, I ran, I checked every corner, every drawer, every dark space. Nothing. Later that night, a notification lit up my phone. The hallway motion detector had been triggered. I opened the camera feed, and there he was, tall, too tall. Dressed in a shredded hooded coat, face ashen and hollow, standing motionless, staring straight at my door. And then, the screen went black. Police found nothing. No signs of a break-in, no man, no footprints, just an empty hallway. But I know what I saw. 3 nights later, the doorknob turned, not jiggled, turned, smooth, controlled. Then, the knock. 3 soft taps, a pause, then 3 more. It went on for 10 minutes. I never moved, never breathed. I just sat there, paralyzed. And when I woke up at dawn, the camera feed was corrupted. No footage from midnight to sunrise. I changed all the locks, reinforced the door, upgraded my system, and for a while it worked until I found the note. Tucked under my pillow in heavy black ink. You locked the door, but I'm already inside. I fled that same day, moved to a different city. New locks, new cameras, salt around my bed. But deep down, I knew. He followed. Now, I live in constant fear. Sometimes I wake up to the scent of that same sour breath. Sometimes I see fingerprints on the mirror, not mine. And sometimes in the dead of night, I hear it. Knock, 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 pause, knock, knock, knock. So I keep the lights on, and I never ever open the door. Want more stories like this? Hit that subscribe button and join the darkness. Turn on notifications so you never miss a nightmare. More tales are coming to Storybox. Will you be brave enough to stay?